Hey everyone, it's your boy Mr. Luke Brooks here, coming to you once more. Wanted to talk to you in regards to our next chapter, which is part 4. Part 4, I'm writing down my little notes here. I wanted to make sure that we follow through. This is a series now, so I wanted to cut this down in little pieces. But before we even go into that, I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to go ahead, or actually, I want you to subscribe. Subscribe so you can get these routine trainings that come very often, that come at least once a week, and I want to make sure that you follow along. This series is a very powerful series that I want you to get your hands on, and I want you to be able to grasp and digest. That's why I broke them down into little series. I didn't want it to be long and going forward. I want you to be able to focus on one particular area as we follow through with this series. So today, or this evening actually, I'm going to talk about how to understand the buying spectrum with exponentially increasing your profits. Meaning, basically, how do I understand the buying spectrum? So the buying spectrum is basically, it's like a wave. It's like a radio wave. And, the more stretched out it is, it's broad, right? You want to get it condensed down where it's narrow. It's like, You want it to be tight. Now you might say, look, I had no clue what the hell you're talking about. So let's break it down into a story. I like telling stories. So for example, my mom wanted the new car. She wanted to get her retirement car. And she put it off, she putting it off, right? She putting off the retirement car. Because she was like, well, it's no big deal. Until one day her actual car, start having issues. When her car started to have issues, her regular car that she'd had for 20-some years, now it started to become more reoccurring. She didn't necessarily buy it right then. She's like, okay, we can fix it, whatever. It ain't got fixed, but then more problems start to happen. And then she started thinking, okay, we need to go to a dealership. So she started looking at, Nissan. She started looking at Toyota. She started looking at, Lincoln. She started looking at all these cars, test driving it, smelling the car, knowing they're brand new, no one drove it, and she didn't buy it right then and there. The dealership, the car salesman talked to her, explained to her what the financing would be, what the warranty is, and all the bells and works of what the car would do and what they would do if you bring it back to the dealership, whether it was like free oil change for the first year or a lifetime warranty, oil change, whatever it may be. So she went home, laid her head on the bed, started thinking about it, and she came back and bought it. So which point would have sold her the car, you're asking? At the very beginning, when she wasn't thinking about it, out of sight, out of mind? No. You want to get her to the car when the problems start happening. And people buy emotionally. Now you might be like, whatever, but think about it for a second. When you see something in the mall, or you see something in the window, and it just drives you to go in there to see how much it is, and you're thinking in your mind, you're working numbers in your head, if I buy this, I could probably put it on my credit card, or I don't have to go shopping anymore today if I buy this. People do this all the time when it comes to doing sales. I seen it when I used to work at AT&T. I introduced people to the problem. I asked them what the problem was with their current phone, and they walk in the store, it's a problem, and I explained to them, our service, what it is, and I asked again, what are they looking for in regards to the new phone that they want. And I listen. I don't necessarily drive them to the iPhone because that may not be what they're looking for. But when they're talking about media, when they talk to their family, their loved ones, I bring that question up. It starts getting that frequency going up, and up. So that in mind really drives me to get the customer in that emotional response. So I'm getting that frequency raised up where now I'm talking to them. So now you're saying, Luke, how do we translate that into a business online? Because I'm not with the customer. I know you're thinking that. You want to educate your customer, whether you're doing it like I'm doing on YouTube, whether you're doing it on a Facebook group, whether you're doing it on a Facebook page. whatever platform that you're using, you want to educate them. You want to address the problem. You want to show that you can solve this problem, because the more educated they are, the better they're going to feel about buying from you. A lot of people get kind of scared when they see prices for buying traffic online at a high rate. They're like, I don't know about that. Now, I can understand you say, I don't know about that if it's cold customers, cold traffic. You don't know this traffic at all. But if you got people that's already prompting to what you're doing, as far as they're ready to do an online business, they're ready to lose weight, they're ready to get into the dating game, you want to get that traffic ready to go, because these guys are already been vetted. And you're gonna have to buy. You have to scale it, but you gotta buy and be able to test. Now, I tell people this. I tell people, in order to really generate some type of feedback on learning if your funnel or whatever system you're using is actually working, that you're testing out, you're gonna have to buy traffic, and you will learn quickly when you're traffic and you see people going through the door. They landed on your page 44%, but only one person buying. Well, it's not necessarily the landing page. You know, anything over 30% is good, but it might be what you're offering inside your package that's not really getting them to buy. So then you need to reevaluate that, because if they're not getting to this point at the front door, hey, let me pull out my card, they're definitely not going to the one-time offer. So you want to re-engage that right there. Additionally, you want to constantly be researching. You want to constantly be working on your tool as far as convincing them of buying from you. You have to be direct. You can't sugarcoat it. Don't lie to people. Don't sit there and sugarcoat anything. But one thing I will tell you, to drive them to increase your sales, you address the problem and you address it. You get very personal. When I talked about online business, I talked to people initially with one of my mentors, and it was like, you're one of those type of folks, they're contemplating whether they're gonna buy food on the table for their kids, or they're gonna have to cut off the AC because they can't afford both. If you're a person who's struggling at work, you're tired of the nonsense at work, you're tired of the games, and you're ready to leave but you don't know which way to go out, I got something for you. I have a solution for you. You start addressing those things, those people feel that. People feel that. So yeah, I'm tired of the stuff I'm dealing with my job. I'm ready to do my own thing. I'm just kind of scared. If I do this, how do I do it? And that's where you could throw in your courses. If you have a course, if you're doing what I'm doing and you walk people through, if you just do the one-on-one talk on the phone with them. I have one friend who does ClickFunnels like that. He doesn't pay anything for his traffic. He shows his results. He tells people that, hey, I have a consultation call for about $100 and I'll walk you through exactly what I'm doing so you can make money like I'm doing. And so far he's made about $27,000 in, I think, 5-6 months doing this method. And that's just one thing he's doing for affiliate marketing. He ain't talking about the other things, you know, and his checks come just like that. So that's something to think about. Don't be afraid to take that step into get into the spectrum, because when you start talking about emotional things that drives people to go there, whether they're dealing with a problem with their car, whether they're dealing with a relationship, whether they're dealing with making money online, whether they're dealing with losing weight. I do a business for losing weight too. I show people, hey, you don't have to be this person. You can do this. We can get everything going and get you on the right path. Take that time and do the research. Do the research on your niche. And that spectrum is going to get very easy for you to finesse. And when I mean finesse, I'm not sitting there saying you're trying to console. When you're just being honest, you can be the subject matter expert addressing what is going on in a situation. So don't be afraid to step forward. Again, my name is Luke Brooks. I thank you for tuning in. Please don't leave yet. We got more chapters to go here. I wanted to make this short and to the point. But before you leave, please, if you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. That way you can stay tuned with all the latest updates to our channel. Additionally, go ahead and like and comment. If there's something that you feel like I need to address more, I will address it. I want you to be aware that I'm here with you and no one's out here by themselves. We're going to work this together. Again, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to join the group. Links down below. Take care.